Hey guys, Trigger John coming at you with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So first and foremost, I do want to go ahead and throw it out there. I did have the 10 code giveaway on YouTube for 100 of the advanced shards. Only 3 people so far have actually claimed their codes. So if you were the winner, I sent you a message. You need to go check your notifications on YouTube. Make sure that you did not miss that message and that you followed the instructions I gave you. If not, if I have not heard back from you by this Friday, I will be giving away those codes probably live on my Twitch stream instead. So full disclosure, that's almost a week to let you guys claim the codes. I will work on this. I do understand this gets a little hard for everybody to kind of manage and get used to, and that's totally fine, which is why I'm giving you extra time. But definitely go check your notifications. Make sure if you did win that you are getting a hold of me for your advanced summons code. Also, this video is going to be talking about the arena. And the reason why we're going to talk about the arena is we did just have the arena event. This did end, which I do apologize. I didn't get to this a little sooner, but I did finish this event, and I kind of wanted to go over what I did to kind of help finish this event and what strategy I used to really progress and finish these events. Because playing these events, obviously you guys just saw the Fire Slam event, how good that was. So by playing these events, we can really maximize our rewards and our resources on our accounts. All right, so we are back. Now, like I said, we did finish the event here. I got all of it done. I almost never do arena. I'm not a big PvP content type person, which is why on my channel, you'll notice I don't have a whole lot of arena guides. Now, the reason for that is I haven't really pushed the arena. I don't really know what I'm doing in the arena, and I'll be perfectly honest, I'll be upfront with you on that. But what I will also inform you is that yes, I did push arena. I made it all the way up to 100 and what is this? Go away. I don't want to see you anymore. 142, rank 142 is quite current. I was actually higher than that, but I have my defense set as a 1 character right now because of the arena defense. Because of the event, I could care less about arena. I'm not one of those PvP type content creators. Unfortunately, it's something that just does not appeal to me. But I did notice as I was progressing, there was a lot of stall teams. There was a lot of different teams out there that really made things a little difficult. There was, this win streaks combination, which is kind of what I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and let's try to challenge that win streaks here. Let's see what we actually get when I bring my team versus their team. Now, one thing I noticed, it was super easy to go from like bronze all the way up to, I would say, gold 2. I did not have to try. I didn't have to have good gear. I didn't have to do really much of anything. And the reason for that was literally, there was no really good competition. Now, one thing I also noticed is that when doing a lot of this stuff and these events here, I pretty much use the same team. This current team that we're seeing now is the team I used for almost the entire arena event. And as you see there, it pretty much worked out really, really well for me. But one thing I did want to note is that you will notice that after I use win streaks, right, to do the attack up 2, notice I cannot use my rage spell because I have already done 1 turn per round. I do love that they added this into the game and to how this all plays out for us, but it makes kind of these strategies and what spells you're using very detrimental to your game. Like, do you want to use your defensive down? Do you want to use your rage? In my case, it worked out really, really well. I just used defensive down, and then if I actually needed the rage, it was available to me on the next round. So that was kind of nice in my opinion, and that made doing this arena a little bit more fun for me personally. But as you see here, I literally picked characters that synergize very well. I have a wood damage dealer, I have a fire damage dealer, I have a water damage dealer. All 3 of these guys are subsequently all AoE type damage, with win streaks being a speed up and an attack up, as well as the defensive down with the spell. Now, win streaks does have focus on her, and the reason why she has the focus is so that way she can place the defensive down, hopefully on more characters than not. Now, ideally, yes, I would honestly bring in Brand here. The problem is with that Zachary meta that's going around, I didn't really want to mess around with it. So what I'm doing is I'm literally using these AoE damage dealers. I'm single target focusing on the character that I really, really need to knock out first. So in this case, it's going to be Blackhorn. But like I said, progressing all the way up here to platinum was not hard. It was not something that was a massive controversy. It wasn't like, oh man, like this is going to be really, really rough. It was legitimately like, okay, well, I sneezed, and the next thing I know, I was like, oh hey, I'm gold 1. What happened here? But that's because I used the AoE damage dealers, and everyone's speed is speed tuned specifically. Now, Zatlux I also have built for this combination. He's last in the rotation, so that way he can kind of come in and do a single target nuke that does basically like the best way to think of it is like a splash damage, right? So you do 1 damage, kill one character, and then he kind of just moves around to everyone else with the added bonus, which definitely makes a massive difference. So you want to definitely keep that in mind. If you're doing Arena, you need to think of 2 different types of strategies. You need to think of, okay, am I going to go in there with a DPS strategy, or am I going to go in there with a long, drawn-out, knock them down type fight? You know, it's all in the eye of the beholder, what you want to do, how you're going to progress this correctly, right? So that's the biggest thing that you need to think of. And then when you're thinking of that, you need to think of, okay, well, how fast do they need to go? What kind of stats do they need? So I'm going to go ahead, and as you saw there, that fight went pretty well. I was able to control it very well with just that team. It's not the ideal team, so do not take that as, oh my god, I have to have that team for Arena. You really do not. But the reason why I was using that team is because it's all AoE. As you can see here in my stats, they're not terrible. We have a decent attack, we have a decent speed. The thing that I'm really focusing on is because they are an Arena and a Void Tower, I'm trying to keep them as fast as possible. So I'm going to be farming a lot of Ash over the next several days, because I feel like where I'm at with my account, I have the gear for the most part, but I really want to up my average damage as well as I really want to up my speed. And the only way to do that is I got to go farm the Ash, because I got to get that Raider gear and I got to get that Avarice gear. But as you will notice, I do have a full Avarice set on her right here. So this means that even though her crit damage is at 264, it's really over 300% because of that Avarice damage. And it makes a massive, when I say massive, I mean extraordinary damage dealing change when you have Avarice set on an AoE damage dealer, because the Avarice set itself is just so reliable. Next we have is going to be Windstrix. Now Windstrix is just there for the speed. You will notice that her gear here, I have her in all Raider gear, so she has 6 pieces of Raider gear. Speed boots here. Her gear is not the greatest. It really could be improved, but her speed is at like 272. For the most part, she always outspeeds everybody. And the reason why you outspeed is because you're just going to use this speed up 2, attack up 1, which gives everybody a plus 50% or plus 50 speed, which hopefully helps them go next after her. The next character we have in the setup here is going to be Nathalia. Now, Nathalia is obviously, you guys all know she's a damage dealer. She's there to nuke everything down. As you can see here, we have 4K attack, 270% crit damage. She always has at least 3 buffs on her, which almost maxes out her ability right here, which does 230% damage then, because she has the 3 buffs. It definitely helps. So it's kind of broadening the spectrum, right? And then you have, we have Avera, and then we have Valeria here. Now, Valeria, oh wow. Okay, oops. I took off a piece of gear with her. That was my bad. That explains a lot, actually. I wonder how long today she was without gear. I think I just did this, though, because I was just running the Void Tower, actually, guys. So I think I just did this not long ago, and that was, I think that hurt me quite a bit, to be perfectly honest, because I was noticing that I was really struggling a little bit more in the Void Tower than what I should have been. And I'm going to go with that's probably because I didn't have the right gear on my character. Believe it or not, it makes a difference when you bring the wrong stats into a fight. So, but let's go ahead and we'll throw this one on for right now, mainly because I know this one gets flipped in and out with Nathalia, depending on if I want her in curse set or if I want her in attack set. But stat-wise, these are her stats we're running on her. She's once again an Avarice set, so that puts her over the 300% crit damage. Her attack itself is super low though. But her speed, notice her speed was at 165. So once Windstrix goes, that puts her at over 200 speed. That's very, very good. And her ghosts are maxed out as well. So definitely keep in mind when you're doing Arena, you want to try to either 1, go fast, 2, you want to do an AoE nuker, 3, you want to do a sustain. Now, I will do a better guide and a better video talking about all the different compositions that you can use. Because as you scroll through here, you can see this top one here is a reviving set, a Lunar Melissa, which is going to be taunt, Brand, also a taunt, and a Hack Run, which is going to do a massive tank boost to everybody. That's definitely the sustained defense, but people also use the same type of comp for offense by switching out one character. In this case, usually they switch out like Naphasia on this top row for even like a Charles. They swap out Charles for characters such as like a Vera Sierra. Because what happens is it's just so hard to kill those teams that they basically focus on 3 support, 1 nuker, and it really helps them. But as you can see here, I'm ranked 130 in my area here, and I didn't try. It was super easy. Reward-wise, it's not going to matter. Rank-wise, honestly, it is what it is. If you're a try-hard and you would like to make it all the way up there, by all means, you can see here, this is what I'm dealing with. Notice that everybody has got bringing all the stops on the characters, and they all pretty much have a very similar formation to their defense. You may want to keep that in mind if you are trying to progress and you want to hold your rank as you're progressing up. These stall type defenses are going to be king because as you excel into the later rounds, the extra buffs, debuffs of the fight really change the dynamic of the fight. But yeah, I hope this video kind of helped you. I was just trying to show you a little bit of what I did to progress in the arena and kind of explain my take on the arena. Like I said, I am not a professional, guys. So definitely let me know down in the comments below if I got anything wrong. I would appreciate the correctness on it because I know I'm going to make mistakes. And I definitely want your feedback to help me improve my content and make things better. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are enjoying my content, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.